Manchester? Woo! There's a lot of you here today. This is a city I am so proud to call home. A city with an even prouder LGBT history. Visionary code breaker Alan Turing. Legendary gay rights campaigner Alan Horsfall. Also home to Alan down the offie, serving under-the-counter cigs at discount prices this Pride weekend. Not all heroes wear rainbow capes, but there is a good chance they're called Alan. Now, where I come from, a place called Chesterfield. Do we have any Chesterfield folks in? Oh my God, so many of you. I didn't see that coming. Hello. Where I come from, there weren't many queer role models that I could look to growing up. But there was a Chesterfield icon I could always look up to. The crooked spire. Now, most towns, they like their church spire to be straight. But us Ches Vegas folk, we like our spire bent. And people ask me, Holly, that's me, how did the crooked spire get to be so crooked? Because like a lot of things, it was meant to be straight. But once untreated wood gets wet, it bends. Now, I used to think lesbian was a dirty word. And I think a large part of that is because of this thing called Section 28, which sounds like it should be an edgy club night at the White Hotel, but these were laws introduced by Margaret Thatcher. You guys know. That banned the promotion of homosexuality by local authorities. So being a little bit too into Eurovision, officially a sackable offence. Now, Section 28 was only repealed in England in 2003. Woo! That is a whole generation of people, including myself, that were taught that our queerness was so wrong, so shameful, that it was unspeakable. And that's a kind of legacy that doesn't just go away overnight. Even now, sometimes I find it hard to tell the difference between what I think I should want versus what I actually want. For instance, I went to the cinema recently, and my friend, she said to me, Holly, don't you get confused when you're watching a film and you can't work out if you want to be the Little Mermaid or if you want to bang her? And you know, I thought about that a lot. But here's the thing. When I'm watching a film, I'm not looking at the Bond girl. I'm looking at the main man, Daniel Craig. Casino Royale, you know what I'm talking about. But here's what I can't work out. Do I want to be James Bond? Or do I want to peg him? In the cool of the evening when everything is getting kind of groovy, you call me up and ask me would I like to go with you and see a movie. First I say no, I got some plans for tonight. Then you stop and say, alright, love is kind of crazy with a spooky little boy like you. And do you know what else is kind of spooky? Lesbian invisibility. 1 minute they're there, then poof, they're gone. See, Dusty Springfield, she sang this song back in the day. She was rampaging round the lesbian bars of London and LA, publicly expressing her desire for women, even living with women, ceremonially marrying a woman, and still be read as straight. I guess they were just really, really, really good friends. You always keep me guessing, I'll never seem to know what you're thinking. 'Cause when a girl looks at you, it's for sure your little eyes will be winking. I get confused, I never know where I stand, and you stop and hold my hand. Love is kind of crazy with a spooky little girl like you. Yeah, love is kind of crazy with a spooky little girl like you. You know, I never really understood why we're supposed to be so scared of trans women in the toilets. But I came across this survey a little while ago and, well, it was enlightening. You see, this survey, it found of those who responded, more people believed they'd seen a ghost than a trans person. Let that sink in. And there's a lot of shit in the news. I think that makes sense. You see, it doesn't matter where you stand on the whole gender debate, whether you're an open-minded, progressive kind of a person, or a cunt. If you just substitute the word trans for ghost into anything J.K. Rowling has ever said on the matter, I don't want to share a bathroom with Moaning Myrtle either. Just like a ghost, you've been haunting my dreams. Now I know you're not what you seem. Love is kind of crazy with a spooky little girl like you. Yeah, love is kind of crazy with a spooky little girl like you. Do you know, there are so many incredible, inspiring queer women and AFAB individuals from Manchester, but there's not as many in the official LGBT history as there are men. Harry Stokes, assigned female at birth in 1799, Harry lived as a man in Manchester for 40 years. Annie Kenny, the suffragette who detailed lesbian affairs in her diary, saucy, and offered sanctuary and safety to other lesbian women. Lucia Fitzgerald and Angela Cooper, key organizers of the Section 28 protest and early founders of the Gay and Liberation Foundation. I could go on, but I won't, don't worry. We've all been stood a while. But the point is, we've always been here. And in tonight's vigil, we're putting queer women front and center for a change. Because the L stands at the front of LGBT for a reason, to acknowledge the activism and solidarity of lesbians for gay men during the HIV/AIDS crisis. And that honor, it comes with a big responsibility to all who huddle under the LGBTQIA+ umbrella. So, if you just substitute the word lesbian if there's something strange in your neighborhood, who you gonna call? Lesbians. If there's something weird and it don't look good, who you gonna call? Your turn. If there's something strange in your neighborhood, who you gonna call? If there's something weird and it don't look good, who you gonna call? If there's a DIY problem and it don't look good, who you gonna call? And if there's a homophobe in your neighborhood, who you gonna call? That's right. Thank you, Manchester. Good night.